Growing up, I, as possibly many of you, have witnessed people that have endured financial hardships. Developing a budget is an essential key to modern day success and survivability. This is important to all of us as we tend to see as we look around that in the modern day, our country tends to revolve around money and the monetary value of a dollar, so to speak. These hardships can become extremely severe, extended even to the point of becoming impoverished, being poor in a great state. Building a budget can improve your spending, saving, and organizing financial habits while simultaneously mitigating your expenses. With that being said, good evening. My name is Michael Mack, and tonight I will discuss with you the importance of having a budget, the perks associated with having one, the organizing and building of a budget, the tendencies of not having a budget, and the difference of those who do have one and those who do not. The initial step to obtaining a budget is understanding why it's important for you to have one and the perks that actually come along with having that budget. MyMoneyCoach.com explains the importance of having a budget, stating that a spending plan allows you to determine in advance whether or not you will have enough money to do things that you would either like to do or that you even need to do. This is something that should universally be understood in businesses, schools, countries, as all of these certain things, entities, need to be able to track their expenses and income to be able to actually survive as whatever they are. It is my strong opinion that if this did not happen, these same things that I use as examples would not be able to actually survive and continue to do whatever it is that they do. TheBalance.com delivers their perks as in having a budget stops overspending, helps you reach your goals, and it helps you ultimately save more money. Any individual that has ever opened or attempted to maintain a business will clearly see that their success or failure will come exactly from applying or denying this specific custom. Now that we understand why it's important to have a budget and the positives that come along with it, we can discuss the building and organizing of a budget. Building a budget should be a methodical and meticulous process, being patient and with earnest attention. Payoff.com advises that calculating of expenses, determining your income, setting goals to save and pay off debts, recording your spending, and most importantly, being realistic with yourself. All these are essential steps to building and organizing a budget. It provides you with financial clarity for yourself. Military.com emphasizes sorting out your expenses into different categories such as food, transportation, mortgage, etc. Anything that obviously you have to pay for coming out of your own pocket. From afar, I've been able to witness this being in the military, being able to actually sit back and watch how we plan, decide, and then finally spend on whatever it is that we may need. Failing to maintain a budget brings many tendencies that align with ultimately a problematic life. Many Americans struggle due to lack of budgeting and tracking their income and expenses. According to Debt.com, 157 million Americans have credit card debt to pay off, while roughly 44 million also carry outstanding student loan debt. Here in America, most strive to achieve self-actualization, which is basically the best version of yourself. And along with this comes with wanting to go to school, wanting to further yourself in many different ways. Using the example of going to school, you eventually at a certain point have to take out student loans unless you go through certain entities such as the military where you're offered something as a GI Bill, things of that sort. Now the normal student out there has to actually go through and possibly at some point in time throughout their school career actually receive that student loan. Most kids at that time, being 19 to 23, cannot afford to pay that off as fast as they would like, which in turn leaves them with, as I said, outstanding student loan debt. And once again, this is just the knowledge of having that these finances are a key ingredient to majority of the things in the country. And choosing to remain naive within these things will eventually lead you down that path of being poor in those ways, I should say. Behind this originates differences between those who do have a budget and those who do not. An article written on budgetproblems.com states that those who do have a budget tend to be a lot more prepared in a lot of ways to where if an issue arises, they can be able to take care of that without, we'll say, breaking the bank. In comparison to those who do not have a budget, and that problem comes up, and they attempt to take care of that problem while just really creating another one because they fail to be able to budget and actually be able to solve that issue in a better manner. As if you get hurt and you go to the ER, you know you're going to have to pay that hospital bill or you're going to have to get medicine afterwards. Most of the people that actually budget are more overall financially responsible are able to actually do that with no problem, just opposed to the individual who does not. Maybe they can't get that medicine. Maybe it's for them. Maybe it's for their son or daughter. Leaves it to be very important. In conclusion, we have discussed why it is important to gain and maintain a budget, the perks that come along with having a budget. We have discussed the building and organizing of a budget, and the tendencies of not having one, and the differences of those who have a budget and those who do not. Developing a budget is an essential key to modern day success and survivability. American debt currently sits well over $20 trillion. Much of this stems from the individual American, as I stated before, attempting to further themselves academically and in other positive ways that most of us usually try and do. A great portion of this outstanding debt comes directly from the non-existence of an individual and or group lacking to have a budget. We all have a choice. Which do you choose?